here with Dan Duggan. We are outside a ice sculpture of the Packers helmet.
That's not melting anytime soon.
No, it's not, and it's kind of fitting because the Giants' season is now on ice. 38-13 loses to the Packers here at Lambeau Field Sunday night. NFC wildcard round. Season over at 11-6. Dan, I think at the end of the day, this was a positive step forward for the Giants. It's going to be a successful season, but this one's going to linger a lot because all the issues that we've talked about all year long with this team all came to a head.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while, I think, for Giants fans, look at it as a positive. It was. I mean, remember, this is a team that's 6-10 the last 2 years, hasn't been in the playoff for a long time, but just the way this went down tonight, 38-13, it got so ugly. And like I said, there's a lot of issues that you saw all season. The offense, it's just been such a major problem. And I think the concerning part about that is Ben McAdoo, the head coach, has an offensive background. Is that going to change? I think it's something they seriously have to consider. Does he bring in a different offensive coordinator? Because I don't think Mike Sullivan's the answer. But I just think you can't have Odell Beckham, Eli Manning, I know, is up and down. You can't have this talent and not put up 20 points the last 6 games of the season. They were lucky to get this far because the defense played so great.
Not only the last 6 games, they didn't score 20 points in 10 of 17 games they played.
That's incredible.
And this was a team that going into the season, they were talking about averaging 28 points a game. And if you look, yes, most of the talent is the same from last year, but they added Victor Cruz, and we can kind of debate how much he actually brought to the offense. They added Sterling Shepard. They made improvements. Paul Perkins. It's just the offense is a major problem. And, a couple years ago, John Merritt, infamously said, the offense is broken, and Kevin Gilbride retired, and they brought in Ben McAdoo. I don't know if the offense is broken right now, but it's a lot closer to being broken than it is to being a finely tuned machine.
Yeah, and I think I don't think it's broken because I think it's a few pieces away, but they're big pieces. I mean, left tackle, you saw it again. Eric Flowers is not above average. He's at best he's an average left tackle. You need a lot better than that. And tight end is a position where it's not that high on the pecking order, but you do see what happens when you don't have a really good tight end. It kind of held this offense back a lot. But I think a lot of it too is just McAdoo. Again, the play calling, the personnel. He needs to take a step back and reassess some things this offseason.
When last year ended 6-10, the big thing was got to fix the defense. They fixed the defense. I know they gave up 38 points tonight. I thought a lot of that was just kind of Aaron Rodgers rolling downhill. They got put in a bad spot by the offense. 2017 offseason, they got to fix the offense. It's not completely broken, but they definitely have to fix this thing. Look, this team is going to be a playoff contender again next year. If they can get the offense going, they could go even further than a wild card berth. That's it for us here at Lambeau Field. We'll see you back home in New Jersey.